ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Good morning, welcome back. Today we are going to solve few problems. Let us see the first one. Calculate the longest wavelength transition or longest wavelength for the transition in Paschen series for He plus ion. So the species given is He plus ion. For He plus ion, Z equal to 2. That is the first one. It contains only one electron, therefore we can apply Bohr's concept for He plus ion. It is applicable for all single electron species. We have to find wavelength. Wavelength corresponding to longest wavelength in Paschen series. So as I said earlier, for each series n1 value is fixed. For Lyman it is 1, for Balmer n equal to 2, n1 equal to 2, for Paschen n1 equal to 3. So here for Paschen series the lower energy level possible is 3. So it comes from the de-excitation takes place from any higher energy level to third energy level. Then the spectral series we call it as Paschen series. Longest wavelength. Longest wavelength means minimum energy. So this transition should corresponds to lowest energy. That means energy difference between energy levels must be less. So which line has lowest energy in a series? The answer is first line. H alpha line or first line has lowest energy or longest wavelength. H alpha line or first line of a series has minimum energy or longest wavelength transition. Corresponds to longest wavelength transition. So H alpha line or first line of a series has minimum energy or longest wavelength. So for H alpha line, what is the condition for H alpha line? N2 must be equal to N1 plus 1. N2 must be equal to N1 plus 1. What is N1 here? 3. Therefore this is 3 plus 1 equal to 4. So the transition is from fourth energy level to third energy level. So we have to find lambda. So lambda equal to 912 by z square 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square in angstrom units. So this is wavelength for 4 to 3 transition. 4 to 3 transition. For helium ion, so 912, what is Z value for helium? 2, so 2 square, 1 by n1 that is 3 square. So if you want to calculate from higher energy level to lower energy level, so higher energy level that is 4, lower energy level that is 3. Substituting here what we get is 4 square. So simplifying this, 912 4 16 minus how much will get 16 minus 9 that is 7. I think you will get 16. Okay, I will substitute here 16 minus 9 by 16 into 9 angstrom units. Right. So this is 912 into 9 into 16 by 4 into 7. So if you cancel this, what we get is 4 1 the 4 4 the say 7 1 the some 13 point something. So let us simplify this. So approximately you will get 4690 angstrom units. Let us see the second question. If the radius of the first Bohr orbit of hydrogen atom is r, then the radius of third Bohr orbit would be. So let us see what is given here. Hydrogen atom. So atomic number is 1. Next, radius of first Bohr orbit. So r1h is given as small r. Radius of first, 1 indicates first Bohr orbit of hydrogen atom is given as small r. Then radius of third Bohr orbit of hydrogen atom we have to find in terms of r. In general, what we have RNH, or let us say RN is R1H into N square by Z. If it is for hydrogen, Z equal to 1, so R1H into N square. Already we have studied this equation in the last class. Radius of nth orbit of hydrogen atom equal to radius of first orbit of hydrogen atom times n square. So here n value is nothing but third orbit. So substituting here r3h, radius of third orbit of hydrogen atom, r1h is given as small r, n is 3 square. So this is 9 times. So the answer must be B. The next question. The velocity of electron in the fourth Bohr orbit of hydrogen atom is v. Then the velocity of electron in the first would be. So this is also for hydrogen atom. So what we can conclude here is z value is fixed. So first let us write z equal to 1. Next, velocity of electron in fourth orbit. So v4h, velocity of electron in fourth orbit of hydrogen atom is given as v. You have to express the answer in v. Whose answer? Velocity of electron in first orbit of hydrogen atom. So in general, Vn equal to v1h into z by n. So if it is for hydrogen atom, velocity of electron in nth orbit of hydrogen atom is v1h times v1h by n, because z equal to 1, right? So we have v4h, we have to find v1h. So v4h, velocity of electron in fourth orbit of hydrogen atom equal to velocity of electron in first orbit of hydrogen by n. N value for this is 4. So this is given as v. This we have to find. So v1h equal to 4 times of v4h, which is equal to 4v. So your answer must be A. Next question. The ionization potential of hydrogen atom is 13.6 eV. Calculate the energy required to remove an electron from n equal to 2 state of hydrogen atom. So here general information is given. You have to find just ionization energy of hydrogen atom. So ionization energy equal to plus 13.6 into z square by n square electron volt per atom. So here hydrogen atom. So for hydrogen atom, n equal to z equal to 2. We have to find in n equal to 2 state if the electron is present in second energy level. So ionization energy equal to plus 13.6 into 1 square by 2 square, that is 13.6 by 4. So 4 into 3, 4 3 times 12.4, so it will be around 3.4 electron volt. So coming to the next question, the energy of electron in second Bohr orbit of hydrogen atom is given. So you are given energy of electron in second energy level for hydrogen atom, that is given as minus 3.41 electron volt. The energy of electron in second Bohr orbit of He plus ion, you have to find E2 He plus ion, you have to find with us, right, using this. So in general what I can write is En is proportional to minus z square by n square. So for these two, let us substitute this. Okay, so for E2 He plus by E2 H equal to z by n whole square of He plus n by z whole square of hydrogen. So applying for helium first, next for hydrogen. Hydrogen is present in the denominator, so you have to write n by z whole square. Substituting the values, this is for helium, z value is 2, n value here we are finding in second energy level, so 2 by 2 whole square. For hydrogen it is given in which orbit? Second orbit. For hydrogen atom also second orbit we have written here 2, so this is 2 by 1 whole square. So this becomes 2 square, it must be equal to 4. So from this what I can write is E2He plus is 4 times of E2H. So 4 into E2H is given as minus 3.41. So 4 1 time, 4 4 is 16, 4 3 is 12, 13.6. The answer must be B. Right, next one. The ratio of difference in energy levels between first and second Bohr orbits to that of energy difference between second and third Bohr orbits of hydrogen atom is. So let us find the energy difference. So how do you calculate energy of electron? That is in electron volts, let us say minus 13.6 into z square by n square electron volt per atom. So let us first find E1H. So it is for hydrogen atom, so z value is fixed, it will be same, z equal to 1, right. So ENH becomes minus 13.6 by n square. So E1H equal to minus 13.6, E2H equal to minus 13.6 by 2 square, which is equal to minus 13.6 by 4. Similarly we have to find second and third, so I require third. E3H equal to minus 13.3 by 3 square, which is equal to minus 13.6 by 9. You have to find the ratio between difference between second and first. So E2H minus E1H to the top between second and third, E3H minus E2H. So let us substitute. E2H is minus 13.6 by 4 minus of minus 13.6 by 1. If you want you can write like that. E3 and 2, so 3H is minus 13.6 by 9 minus of minus 13.6 by 2, 2 is 4, right. So let us simplify this. Taking 13.6 common or minus 13.6, it becomes 1 by 4 minus 1 minus 13.6 1 by 9 minus 1 by 4. You can write like this: 13.6, 1 minus 1 by 4, 13.6, 1 by 4 minus 1 by 9. Now I can cancel 13.6 and then I can proceed further. So this is, so if you want you can keep it 4 minus 1 is 3 by 4. This is 13.6 into 9 minus 4 is 5 by 9 into 4, that is 36. So what I will get is 3 into 36 by 5 into 4. So 4 9 so 9 3 is 27, approximately what we get around 27 by 5. So let us see the next one. The electronic transition from n equal to 2 to n equal to 1 will produce shortest wavelength. So some transition is given from 2 to 1, right? You have to find 2 to 1. For 2 to 1 transition, shortest wavelength. So energy is inversely proportional to lambda. Shortest wavelength means the one which has highest energy. But here to n1, n2 values are also fixed. So if you see the options, they are different atoms. So if they are different elements, their atomic numbers will be different. For lithium, Z is 3. For helium, Z is 2. Z equal to 1. So anyway, this is for this not applicable because it doesn't contain any electron. H plus is a proton, only proton, doesn't contain any electron. So it is not, Bohr theory cannot be applied for this. Now, how to decide what is the relation between lambda? We cannot decide based upon this n1, n2 values because they are same for all the atoms. For atoms, what is the variable that is different, or ions? If I say species, atomic number is different. So we have to find the relation between wavelength and atomic number. So let us write the general equation. So what is the general equation to find lambda? Okay, this is 912 by z square 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square angstrom units. If you see carefully, lambda and z, they are inversely proportional. They are inversely proportional. Shortest wavelength is the one which has highest atomic number. Lambda is inversely proportional to z. So shortest wavelength means highest atomic number, because 912 is constant for all this. N1 N2 will be constant because it is given for 2 to 1 transition. So lambda and z, they are inversely proportional. We have to judge based upon z. Shortest wavelength means highest atomic number. The one which the species or the ion which has the highest atomic number is z equal to 3. So your answer must be A. So in Li plus 2 2 to 1 transition has shortest wavelength. That is the conclusion. The next question. The first emission line of Balmer series in He plus spectrum has a frequency in centimeters equal to. So if you see here options contain R. R represents a Rydberg constant. So you have to express the answer in Rydberg constant. So let us proceed. Now, first emission line for He plus ion. What information we can gather? He plus ion, Z value is 2. This is the first thing you have to do. Always write the atomic number. Next, first emission line. So that means nothing but first line, H alpha line in Balmer series. So that is nothing but 3 to 2. In Balmer series, N1 will be 2. For first line, N2 equal to N1 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. N2 equal to N1 plus 1 because it is for which line? First emission line. That is nothing but H alpha line. H alpha line is nothing but first emission line. So you have to find frequency. That is nothing but nu bar. So nu bar, which is equal to 1 by lambda r z square into 1 by n1 square minus n2 square centimeter inverse. So z is important, z 2 square into r 1 by n1, n1 is 2, so here you will get 2 square, here it will be 3. So this is 9 minus 4, that is 5. 5 into 4 is 20 r. 9 into 4 it is 36. So your option will be 20 r by 36 in terms of Rydberg constant. Coming to the next question, if the shortest wavelength of hydrogen atom in Lyman series is X, then the longest wavelength in Balmer series of He plus ion. So two different atoms. So first one is hydrogen atom. So Z equal to 1. The next one is helium. So shortest wavelength, hydrogen atom, shortest wavelength means highest energy. Highest energy in a given series takes place for the transition from infinity to 1. Infinity to 1 electronic transition has highest energy in any series, or it has shortest wavelength because energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. So infinity to 1 transition, lambda infinity to 1 for hydrogen atom. In general it is 912 by z square. Z square is nothing but 1 square into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square Angstrom units. So this is 1 by infinity is 0. Here you will get 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. So everything will be 912 Angstrom units. This is given as x. This we are considering it as x. Now we have to find for He plus ion. So for helium Z equal to 2. And this is in which series? Balmer series. And longest wavelength for Balmer series, what is n1 value? 2. And for longest wavelength, so longest wavelength means shortest energy. Shortest energy in a series is for H alpha line. So it concludes H alpha line. And for H alpha line, N2 is equal to N1 plus 1, that is 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So the transition takes place for, we have to find the longest wavelength we have to find. So that is for 3 to 2 electronic transition. So lambda 3 to 2 He plus equal to 912 z square. Z is 2 square, 1 by n1 square, that is 2 square, 1 by n2 square, that is 3 square. So you will get 4. 9 minus 4, that is 5 by 9 into 4, that is 36. So with respect to this one we have to find for hydrogen atom, given wavelength is x, or you can take the ratio, but here instead of 912 I can write it as x, or you can take ratio itself. It is up to you. So lambda 322 helium by what we get here is lambda infinity to 1 for hydrogen equal to 912 by 4 into 5 into 36 angstrom units, right, by 912 angstrom. So this is lambda 322 He plus by x. 912 is cancelled, so we'll get 36 by 20. So cross multiply this, lambda 322 He plus is 36x by 20. So we can simplify further, I think. 4 5s are 4 9s are, so we'll get 9x by, so we have 9x by 5, so option is D. Next one, calculate the frequency of spectral line. You have to find frequency when an electron when an electron jumps from fifth, when an electron from fifth orbit jumps to second orbit in hydrogen atom. So again hydrogen atom, so as usual you have to write the atomic number first. So the transition is from fifth to second. The transition takes place from fifth to second. So we know that nu equal to CRZ square into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square second inverse or hertz. Already we have simplified, we have given a simplified equation that is approximately 3.3 into 10 power 15 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square hertz. So R value is 1.09 into 10 power 5 centimeter inverse. C is 3 into 10 power 10. So if I write this as approximately 1.1, 3 into 1.1 is 3.3, 10 power 10, 10 power 5, 10 power 15. Okay, so let us substitute. So we know N1, N2. So this is higher energy level to lower energy level. N2 equal to 5, N1 equal to 2. Now approximately 3.3 into 10 power 15 1 by 2 square minus 1 by 5 square hertz. So this is 3.3 into 10 power 15. 5 square means 25. 25 minus 4, you will get 21 by 4 into 25. So 4 into 25 is 100. So we can remove this. So 3.3 into 21. 3 ones are 3, 3 2 are 6. 3, 6. So 3, 9, 6. So we have a point here. So approximately 69.3. This is 100. Taking to the numerator 10 power 13. So approximately 6.93 into 10 power 14 hertz. Coming to the next question. Find the distance between second and fourth orbit in He plus ion. You have to find the distance between second and fourth orbit. Suppose if I consider this as helium nuclei, say this is first orbit, n equal to 1, this is n equal to 2, right? Say n equal to 3, n equal to 4. So this is n equal to 2. This distance we have to find the distance between second and fourth orbit. So here what I will do is I will take R4. This is R4. No, this is R2. The distance from the nucleus to the fourth orbit is R4. The distance from nucleus to the second orbit is R2. The difference between R2 and R4 is nothing but the distance between fourth and second orbit. So what we have to find is the distance between second and fourth orbit is nothing but R4 minus R2. So this total distance minus this total distance will give this distance. So the distance between 4th and 2nd orbit in He plus is equal to R4 minus R2. In general, how do you find Rn? 0.529 into n square by z angstrom units. So we have to write for which element? Helium. For helium, z equal to 2. Right. So R4 equal to 0.529 into 4 square by 2. Next R2 0.529 into 2 square by 2. So R4 minus R2 equal to 0.529 into 16 by 2 minus 0.529 into 4 by 2. So what I can take common is 0.529 by 2, 16 minus 4. This is equal to 0.529, 16 minus 4 is 12 by 2, 2 and the 2 6. 6 9 the 54, 5 carry 6 to the 12, 17, 6 5 is a 30, 31. So 3 numbers after point, 3.174 angstrom units. The next question, calculate the ratio of radius of third energy level in beryllium plus 3 to that of second energy level. So ratio of radii in which element? Beryllium plus 3 to that of He plus. So atomic number, this is 4, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, and here Z equal to 2, that is the first thing we have to write. Next, radius of third energy level, so n equal to 3 here to the top, n equal to 2. Right. So in general, what we can write is Rn equal to 0.529 into n square by z angstrom unit. So beryllium, so R3 Be plus 3 to the top R2 He plus. Radius of third orbit in Be plus 3 to the top radius of second orbit of He plus. So n for this is 3, so 3 square, z value atomic number is 4, so this is 0.529, n value is 2, second energy level 2 square, and z value is also 2. So what we get here is 0.529 into 9 to the top, 0.529 into 4, this 2 comes to the numerator, 4 comes to the denominator. So I will get around 0.529, 0.529, 2 times 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8. So the answer is 9 by 8. So the ratio is 9:8. Now coming to the next one, the ratio of wavelengths of last lines in Balmer and Lyman series. So last line, okay, Balmer and Lyman series. So Lyman series n1 equal to 1. For last line Last line means highest energy, so N2 equal to infinity. So infinity to 1. Coming to Balmer, for Balmer N1 is 2. For last line N2 equal to infinity. So here it is infinity to 2. Ratio of wavelength. So how do you find wavelength? Lambda equal to, if I write the normal equation, z square 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Now the element must be same, z is not given, so z will be considered to be same element. You can assume it as hydrogen atom or He plus, so z remains same. Ratio of wavelength last line for Balmer to Lyman, infinity to 2 Balmer by infinity to 1, that is Lyman series, equal to 912 z square 1 by 2 square minus 1 by infinity square. One by 1 square minus 1 by infinity square. So z I can cancel, or otherwise let us simplify. So this is 912 by z square, 1 by infinity is 0, so we will get 1 by 4. So z square into 1 by 4. So here simply 1 by 1. So if you simplify, 912 will be cancelled, z square 4 goes to the numerator, so 4 by 1. Next question. Calculate the ionization energy of hydrogen atom He plus Li plus 2 Be plus 3 in electron volt per atom. So simple one. Direct substitution, ionization energy is equal to plus 13.6 into z square by n square. So all these are single electron species, that means they contain only one electron. So that one electron is present in which orbit? First energy level, or n equal to 1. So n equal to 1 is same for hydrogen atom, 1s1, He plus, not He plus, so 1 electron, Li plus 2, lithium has 3 electrons, Li plus 2 has only 1 electron, Be 4 electrons, Be plus 3 has only 1 electron. So that 1 electron is present in first energy level. So n equal to 1 for all of these, but z value is different. Hydrogen z value is 1, He plus z value is 2, Li plus 2 z value is 3, beryllium plus 3 z value is 4. Now let us calculate for hydrogen. Plus 13.6 into z square, z is 1 square by 1, which is equal to plus 13.6 eV per atom, electron volt per atom. Next, ionization energy of He plus helium. So plus 13.6, z is 2 square by 1, so plus 13.6 into 4, that is plus 54.4 electron volt per atom. Next, ionization energy of Li plus 2, 13.6 into z value is 3 square by 1, so 13.6 into 9, it will be approximately plus 122.4 electron volt per atom. And the next one is Be plus 3 plus 13.6, z value is 4, so 4 square by 1, so 13.6 into 4 square is 16, which is equal to 217.6 electron volt per atom. So what is the conclusion? Although they contain only one electron, but they have different ionization energies. What is the reason? The effective nuclear charge is more. As Z value increases, number of protons increases. There is only one proton here, there are two protons here, there are three protons, there are four protons. More the number of protons, more will be the effective nuclear charge. Hence, you have to apply more energy. So, as Z value increases, ionization energy increases, or simply effective nuclear charge increases. So, the conclusion is, as Z value increases, so these are isoelectronic species, you can see, because they contain only one electron. So, in isoelectronic species, as Z value increases, in isoelectronic species, as Z value increases, ionization energy increases. Ionization energy also increases, because effective nuclear charge is increasing.